Hi, my name is Jessica Edwards, and today we're going to be dissecting a sheep's kidney for Biology 169. So to go ahead and get started, you need your trusty goggles, gloves on both hands. I'll put one on in a moment, and then a mask, as well as your tools and, of course, the sheep's kidney. So I'm going to try to angle this so that you can see what I am doing here. So if my face is kind of cut off, I apologize. The view is a little bit off on my camera here. All right, so you're going to go ahead and get ready. And this sheep's kidney, I'm just going to cut this open here. Open this up and then take a look at it. All right, so this is your sheep's kidney, and you will notice on the outside it's rather small actually. This is the lobe, what they call the lobe, and then here you have a renal artery and a vein, and then your ureter. So this is what the waste products come out of and how urine comes out of your body. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and cut along the center of it. But the way we're going to do it is instead of going vertical and down like this, we're just going to do like a side-to-side horizontal cut so that way we can take a look at the inside of it. And it's extremely important that it's cut properly, because if not, then we lose everything that we're trying to look at. So it needs to be a clean cut through it. Okay, so here you can see the inside of it. Oh. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to focus on this part right here. And the reason that I'm going to focus on this is just because of the fact that it does have the ureter attached to this part. Okay. So in this kidney here, you'll see that this part here that's colored a little bit lighter along the outside, that's called the renal cortex. Okay. And if you look really closely, you can kind of see that it has a pattern that comes through like this, where there's these triangular areas that are in it. And if we spread it out a little bit more, you can even see where those separate like that. So these little triangular areas here, those are known as the medulla. And then the area that comes through this lighter area right here where you can see, sorry, these gloves are gigantic on me. Right here, this part is called the column. So basically what happens is when the blood comes here into the kidney starts to do its work, and then it filters out the blood and gets rid of all the products that it doesn't need to keep in it to push back out to the body. And those products end up coming out through here, through the ureter, like so, and then out in your urine, like what we were explaining before. So whenever it moves it comes in through this area, and then it comes in and it's filtered through these ducts. It comes back down into this area right here. And then this portion of it, there are calyxes that are up in here. And this portion of it right here is your renal pelvis. So let me see if I can, let me find something better to see if I can maybe stick a hole in there and show you just a little bit better. I don't want to pick at it too much and break it all up, but there is actually a hole in the top of the ureter. Let's see if I can kind of stick down in it. There we go. Can you see that hole right there? So what it's doing is it's coming out and then it comes right down into the ureter, which is this part right here. And that's what all the waste is going to seep through. So again, that's the reason why I chose to use this side, and you can see all of these different parts just by looking. Here's the columns. It's pretty neat, actually. And if you kind of peel back a little bit here, you can see more of what the texture is actually like. It's got a rubbery texture. It's strong and pretty fibrous. And you can see a little bit better how the medulla is, the shapes of each of them when you separate this out. And again, this is a sheep's kidney. But it gives you an idea of what your kidney's like, which is really neat. And you can see again, let me try to show you the veins, or the vein and the artery a little bit better if you can kind of come in right here and see what this side looks like coming in there. Okay. Well, that is all.